In the ever-evolving landscape of the UFC, where legends are made and champions fall and rise, a new contender has emerged, challenging the narrative surrounding the highly anticipated clash between Jon Jones and Stipe Miocic. Jon Jones and Stipe Miocic seem to be on a collision course. The two were booked to fight at Madison Square Garden until an unfortunate and untimely injury took the light heavyweight GOAT out of the picture. While Jon Jones seems adamant on fighting Stipe Miocic and has done everything to reassure fans that his next fight will be against the Cleveland native and former undisputed heavyweight champion, a new contender has entered into the picture. A contender, I'd argue, is significantly more dangerous than Jones' presumed next opponent Miocic, and clearly the biggest threat to challenge Jones' legacy, even if Jon Jones doesn't believe so himself. Tom Aspinall, the current UFC interim heavyweight champion, entered UFC 295 on short notice against the Russian powerhouse, knockout artist Sergey Pavlovich. Pavlovich entered the title contest on a 6-fight win streak and was seen as the likely favorite by oddsmakers and MMA pundits. En route to his first chance at UFC Gold, Pavlovich finished contenders like Derek Lewis, Tai Tuivasa, and Curtis Blades, all in the first round without much resistance. Aspinall, who early in his career many believed, including former middleweight champion Michael Bisping, could be champion someday, accepted the fight on 2 weeks' notice, and in little more than 1 minute into the co-main event, knocked the Russian Pavlovich out cold. Shortly after this, during an interview on Michael Bisping's YouTube channel, the interim champion, Aspinall, suggested that either Jones vacate the title or the UFC strip the injured Jones of his heavyweight title since he wouldn't be able to defend it for some time. Just like other fighters had when they were in similar positions, like Yuri Prochazka and Jamal Sweet Dreams Hill, vacated their light heavyweight title after sustaining serious injuries.
Thoughts on the entire situation, what you want, temperature, what are the UFC saying?
Well,
what do we know?
I've not heard nothing from the UFC. I think Jon Jones should be stripped of the title, to be honest, because everyone else does when they get injured like that. I don't see why he's still got it. I don't understand that. I think I should be the real champion right now. And it's hard to say without sounding rude, but who's asked about Jon Jones and Stipe anymore? Like, why do we get this legacy fight and they get to live by their own rules? What's a legacy fight? What's a retirement fight for a title? That's not... I want to fight Stipe and then I want to fight Jon Jones, is what I want to do, to answer your question. I think all this other stuff's a load of rubbish. Stop protecting him now. Stop protecting your boy at the top there, Jon Jones. If he's injured, get out of the way. I'll fight Stipe.
Jones, however, scoffed at the idea and took to Twitter to share his thoughts. While Jones seems adamant on having his next fight be a legacy fight against Stipe, even going as far to say he has nothing to prove against anyone else and hinting at retirement, a large sector of the MMA community sees Tom Aspinall as the biggest threat to Jones' fairy tale ending. While Stipe's resume is very impressive, the 41-year-old heavyweight is 2-2 in his last 4 fights, with both of those losses coming by way of knockout, while the current interim heavyweight champion is on a great run, going 7-1 in his last 8, with his only loss in the UFC coming from an unfortunate knee injury he suffered during his fight with Curtis Blades. Aspinall is a decade younger than Stipe. He seems to have the punching power and speed advantage over both Jones and Miocic, and has also displayed a very well-rounded grappling and submission game, having submitted both Alexander Volkov by armbar and former heavyweight champion Andrei Arlovski by rear naked choke. Having never gone to a decision in his time in the company, Aspinall is obviously a dangerous fighter. If there was ever a fighter in the heavyweight division that could give Jon Jones a run for his money, my bet is it's Tom Aspinall.